kicking down the door. Let's go. Had to switch the whole lane when I'm driving the machine. True vision, big dream. Kingpin of the scene. They be talking on the net. I just count the green. Cash. From a phantom to a ghost. You know what I mean. Yeah.
Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Unfiltered Logic with KP, where there's no fluff, no filters, just real conversations. You may not sometimes agree with the opinions of myself or my guest, but again, these are our opinions. These are our experiences. These are things that we've seen in our lifetimes. And I welcome, for all of you that are watching and that will watch, to please comment, to please like and subscribe. And are you ready? Unfiltered Logic with KP, introducing one of, I won't say she is a guest, because she's not a guest, because this is basically, I would say 30% of her home. Yes, I'm the other 70%. I'm the other 70%. So anyway, welcome again. Not friend of the show, not family of the show, but I'm going to say sometimes co-host Jordan, aka JoJo.
Thank you. I feel like 30% was a little low, but I'll allow it.
30% was low?
Because this is episode 5.
Right, and so you've been on 2, okay, and
so this is 3.
No, this is 2.
Oh, you're right. I did the first one. You're right.
Yep.
1 of 5, 25% or 20%. Okay, math's not my strong suit. Let's move on.
So again, everyone, welcome Mrs. Jordan. What's going on, boo-boo?
KP, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be back again. I've been listening. You see me in the chat.
I do.
I be chiming in, so I do my part.
You are my loyal bestie for sure. You definitely stay down for me, even through past situations that I was over at. You always held it down, and then of course now that I have my own, and we're gonna flourish and fly as high as we potentially can, I appreciate the support always. Thank you. So
yes, sir.
It's been a minute. How's life in the ATL?
Do you know? It's actually
I don't know. Tell me.
It's actually good. It's going good. It's so funny. I actually have a friend that's coming into town. I used to play softball with him in Scottsdale. And he hit me up like, hey, we're coming out for this. I think it's like a festival that he's going to. But he was like, what's all the spots? And I'm like, I'm the wrong person to ask. I never go out. And then I proceeded to send him like 12 spots. And I was like, wait, I actually do be out sometimes. Not out like that, but like I know all the good spots. I'm coming up on 2 years living out here. I moved here June 5th. So I'm just shy of 2 years. And I feel like I have a good grasp now of the city. I can tell you where to go, where not to go, what part is Gotham City, what part is just Atlanta, where the East Side boys are at.
So I got a homie. His name is CJ. I went to college with him. He was actually in Arizona this past weekend, and he lives in Atlanta too as well. And of course, he's from the Midwest, and I know he's been there for a minute, and I know he loves it there. So, shout out to CJ. Good to see you this past week. But of course, everyone, I always get like anytime that you're on, I always get, of course, the females. Oh my God. I love Jordan. I'm like, I'm just like, yo, shut up. Like, so for all the females out there who love Jordan, of course, she's back. You know, and of course you have a lot of our friends that watch that, you know, even though they know that I'm typically right, they like to side with you. And I understand. I understand. Girl power. I get it.
Typically right is crazy.
I get it. But
typically
anyway,
right is crazy.
So let's get to it. You know, I of course the men want to know, and probably some of the girls that watch who, you know, maybe like women. Is Jordan still, you know, because you haven't been on, you know, you were on my premiere, so that was almost a month and a half ago. Is Jordan still single?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm fighting for my life.
Yeah, you fighting for your life, R. Kelly, or what?
I'm fighting for my life. No, I swear it's bad out here, KP. So anytime we can discuss, you know, I think that was what we discussed on that first episode, is like the dating scene dead. I mean, it's just, it's a lot of steaming hot shit out here. And normally I'd say respectfully, but like I kind of mean it disrespectfully today.
Okay, so what's different than yesterday, or what's different than another day? So I know you have some stories, because I've, you know, so
I think it's like, it's just so overwhelming to get on apps and not know if you're talking to somebody that is in a relationship or married or already entangled with someone. It's just so hard because unfortunately that is the majority, not the minority. So you think you might have locked in with someone. You're like, okay, this person's a vibe, right? We're exchanging conversations. We have some stuff in common. I'm making him laugh because I'm always the funnier one in the relationship. And then something happens where it's like you just start to get these little signs and behaviors. And then it's like, there was a situation, you know, I'm not gonna say names.
of
right?
course.
Never. Anyways, he's blocked on everything, so he can't see my shit anyways. But it's kind of crazy because, you know, I have never blocked a man. I'm 35 years old. I know, crazy. But I have never blocked a man in my life. And I've probably blocked more men in the last 4 weeks than I ever have in my life. I'm so sick of it. Like, I found out this dude had a whole ass girlfriend and a kid, and they were living together. And like, this man was like offering to fly me to Arizona because he was going out there for a boys' trip. Like, I mean, it's just like, what does Future say? It's a cold world.
Yeah, it's definitely a cold world out here. It's so like, so it's crazy. Like, people can have, or women can have their thoughts about how I go about things, which, based off a lot of the stuff that I hear from you females, it is nowhere near on the level that the stories that I hear. Oh, Keenan, oh, he just trying to smash. He don't want that relationship. This dude has a whole wife and kids and girlfriend and all this other stuff. And it's like, this isn't so bad over here. Like,
yeah, no, really, that's facts.
It's really not. So like, when females try to shun me, I'm just like, I know you've seen or been through worse.
100%. 100%.
And that's crazy to me.
100%. You know, and here's the thing. Remember, we were just texting about this the other day. Remember, we were talking and I was like, just be honest. Like, just be honest with that chick. And then sure enough, you were like, boom, all worked out for me. I was like, I do feel like there is something to be said about a situation when a man is honest, because then it at least puts a woman in the position to make an educated decision. Like if you're like, hey, I'm just here to smash. Okay, well now I can choose, am I okay with that or am I not? So I give you props for that because it's like, that's transparency and I value that a lot. I think that a lot of men and women do not take clarity very well. Like sometimes clarity can come off as like being too forward or, you know, being too blunt. But it's like sometimes that's also just clarity, right? Like the reality is if it's black or white, if I tell you it's black, I tell you it's white, then that's what it is. But then you can figure out which way you want to go. But if I'm talking to a man that's married, you're not giving me a choice. You weren't honest about that. You weren't forthcoming with that. Now you put somebody in a position to be uncomfortable or whatever it might be. So that's the way I see it, at least.
Yeah, like that's like, man, it saddens me because, you know, I'm a firm believer of the movement, you know, black men don't cheat or men don't cheat. I'm a firm believer in that quote unquote movement.
That's a movement? I'm new to that movement. I ain't heard that movement.
But
it's moving real slow.
right. You know, but I just it's like it's crazy, like the nerve of some dudes who with social media and with there's so many ways that a female, if she wants to do some digging, she could easily do some if she really, really wants to, or if she really has some trepidation on a person's character or if she's suspicious. Like there's ways you only got to, if you just want to do a freaking free trial of something, there's ways you can do that. You know what I mean? So
right.
It's crazy that men still try to think that they could get away with things like that. I haven't had a girlfriend in a minute, but I haven't done anything. I've never done or told that kind of lie before, ever. Well, not like pre, like a long time ago. Like when I cheat, I talked about this on previous podcasts. Like when I cheated on
yes.
On the ex-girlfriend, like before I moved to Arizona. So, yes. And she was like Dick Tracy. Like when I finally got caught, like I'm pretty sure she had I had one of those phones. I don't even know if it was an iPhone. I think I was on the Droid team back in the day. And
not Green Bubble.
No, Green Bubble. That's
crazy. Oh, no.
That's crazy, man. The growth is crazy right now. Growth is crazy. I went from Green Bubble to the Blue Dot.
Look at God.
I know, right? Let me do it. So I think like one time, you know how in some of those Android phones, like you had to draw like a little.
Oh yeah, for the password. Yeah.
So there's one time, you know, on the glass, you could see the thing. So there's one time, I guess, she just traced my shit when I was asleep. And that's how, because she saw the thing on the glass, the pattern on the glass. And then she was you was dating Sherlock Holmes. Okay. Yeah. She's
in there with fingerprinting.
Man, no, she went through the computer and found like pictures.
Oh, man. No.
Oh yeah. She had
no.
She was like a prosecutor. Like she was waiting for discovery. So she was building her case, and then she just had it all. And then I had a waiting to exhale moment where she was just throwing my shit off the balcony, throwing my clothes off the balcony. And I was just like,
listen, I see Megan in this chat. We got to get her comments up here, but I know Megan I got another girl in the conversation, so I know I can say this confidently. Women are the FBI. In fact, women might be better than the FBI. Because I'm telling you, KP, there have been times I have not even wanted to know. I'm like, ignorance is bliss. And this shit will find me. Like, it will actually seek me out. You know? So.
Hold on. I'm listening. Wait.
See, this is why I needed these comments up here. I seen her in the chat. I said, wait, I got to get a little bit of love out here.
You're right. She's definitely not a guest, but she is definitely
not. That's that main character energy.
Please. No, I mean, and that is crazy. Like we've talked about on other platforms, you know, there's so many ways that women can find out if a dude is doing this
right,
or doing that potentially.
There was like that T app.
Yeah.
There's like, are we dating the same guy on Facebook or what is it? The same, whatever that one is.
Unless you're low key with it.
But see, that's the problem is men don't be low key though. I just had this conversation the other day with one of my best buddies. Shout out Christopher. And he was like, he lives back at home in Ohio. He was like, I will see dudes out who I know have a girl. And like, he's like, one time I won't say anything. If I see him out again, I'm like, you're moving too loud. You're just moving too loud. Because if you're out twice, no, come on.
So he would see
not in the city. No, we were just talking about how like men, they don't move low key at all. Like that's the problem is like, I would argue that the majority of men that cheat are not quiet about that at all. They're actually doing it bold face in public, you know? And so me and my buddy were talking about just how like a lot of these men like need to be checked. Like, by other men, like y'all should be like checking, like, hey, like,
yeah. I mean,
like I'm looking out for you, and if I've seen you out a couple times with a chick who's not your chick,
yeah. See, and that's yeah.
What's that Drewski meme?
See, but that could be either one of two or three things. A, dude has money. B, dude is slanging that thing where he just he don't care.
Top tier.
Yeah, he doesn't care. And there are dudes that know like, shut up, take this whenever I get home, whatever. Or thirdly, yeah, he's just a dirty ass. You know, as simple as that. We got Hoodie Skip. Hoodie Skip was good, Joe. Hoodie Skip, thank you for joining Unfiltered Logic with KP. Hoodie Skip, that sounds like an ATL. You is he from ATL or what? Hoodie Skip?
I don't know who that is.
He got dreads or what?
Wait, you know I was talking to Pardo about that the other day.
Oh my God,
he's not in here, but I know. I'm surprised she hasn't. She'll be on. But
yeah, she had a meeting tonight or some shit.
Oh, we were talking. She said, "Joe, what did she say? Something about you be dating the guys with the dreads and the braids." And I was like, I know. I was like, I feel like that's my type. If somebody asks me my type, I'm always like dreads and braids. Although I do like waves too. And I also like bald men.
Yeah, I was about to say, man.
Yeah, and I like locks, tasteful locks. I don't discriminate. Let's just be honest.
All right.
I know who that is.
Hoodie Skip, you from Philly? Philly, my bad, bro. My bad. So you probably got a beard then, I'm assuming.
Okay, Philly and ATL might as well be the same thing. When I was out in that city, I was like, damn, crime everywhere. I was like,
yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's a lot of crime for sure. That reminds me of ATL. They call it Gotham City out here. So,
hey, make sure if you go to Philly and don't go to Kensington.
What is that?
That's a crazy area. Crazy
Okay.
area. I mean, I watch like videos and stuff like on YouTube about it. It's like Zombieville over there.
I'm scared.
Hoodie Skip, I lived in both Philly and ATL. They are definitely cousins. Okay. Well,
okay, cousins. That's a good description.
Okay. Well, Hoodie Skip, I appreciate you for joining me. Hopefully you like and subscribe. Tell your friends to tell a friend every Wednesday at 6 p.m. PST. Thank you so much for joining. All right. Jordans. Episode 5. Would your dating history disqualify you today? Do you need any clarification on what, like I mean by that?
Yeah, like disqualify me from what? Like get canceled? Like I would get canceled?
So let's say, for instance, you are someone in your past history, you were someone who were clingy. You were someone who maybe, got mad over the little things. You were toxic. You had a roster. You had unrealistic standards, so on and so forth.
So did past Joe have any of that stuff?
Yes. And would that
all of
disqualify
it.
you from in this day and age of dating?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Like, I feel like you were reading my past, but that's past Joe though, right? Like, I'm in a new era. I'm new era Joe now. Like, I would say I was having this conversation with one of my buddies the other day because we were talking about one of my exes who was very, very toxic. And him and I were in an on and off relationship for almost 8 years. But that's because like both of us like just couldn't get away from each other. That was that kind of like toxicity. Mm-hmm. And like looking back on it now, we've now not been together for 5 years, Looking back on it now, I was like, wow, like taking some self-reflection and, I've been in therapy and I've worked really hard to get better myself, to be a better partner. But looking back, I was like, wow, there were some behaviors that were very toxic on my part as well. So I definitely take accountability there. I think that's really important. So I think I definitely could have done better. As far as like clingy though, I don't think being clingy is like a bad thing. I don't think that's a disqualifying factor. Like I want to be like in my partner's butthole all the time. Like I'm trying to, okay, pause.
Whoa.
I mean, like I'm trying to be in their skin. Like I want to be like on them all the time. Like I don't mind that.
Do you? No.
I didn't mean it that way. Like up their butt. How people say like up their butthole? I don't know, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Disregard that. That's gonna get me canceled.
So and it can mean how has your emotional maturity changed from in the past until now?
Okay, so one thing I know on the top of my head that I did better in a recent relationship, and arguably like my last relationship was the most healthy relationship. It just didn't work out because of other reasons. But I think one thing that I have gotten better at that probably would get me disqualified. Like, so if you met Joe like 6-7 years ago, one thing that I know that I did and I needed to correct and I've gotten better at is when I get into an argument with my partner, like I'm like, we gotta finish this. Like we're not leaving until this argument is finished. And the issue with that is sometimes when you argue with someone, like the more you talk, the worse it gets. right?
Yeah.
Like the more bad shit you say. So one thing that I really try to do in the the last couple years is when my partner and I get into an argument, I will literally be like, okay, pause, break, time out, reset the clock. Let's take an hour. You go do your thing, I'll do my thing, and then we'll come back when we're both calm, cool-headed, clear-minded, all the things, and then we'll reconnect. And I swear that, again, arguably probably the last two relationships I was in were the healthiest, because that time to pause and be like, okay, look, this is getting heated. We're not seeing eye to eye. Let's chill for a second, go our separate ways, and then come back in an hour or two and really take that time to chill and be like, okay, is what I'm saying making sense? Is there a better way I can say it? And I think truthfully, that was a 180 for me, because old Joe would have beat the dead horse 1,000 times over. I was yeah, but KP, remember that thing you said? And you'd be like, yeah, I apologize. No, but I need you to apologize again. I would be in that never ending circle of
So let me ask you this. What's one thing in somebody's dating history that instantly disqualifies them from you and them moving forward?
besides the obvious,
What's the obvious?
domestic violence, cheating, that kind of stuff.
So
I would say
cheating disqualifies someone?
Yes, 100%.
Damn, so you and I could never date because I cheated in my past?
I would look at you differently 100%. I would have to really, really like someone. Have I dated somebody that's cheated before? Yes.
I was about to say 100%.
But it's gonna make me pause. It's gonna make me stop. I don't know that it would disqualify you, but it would definitely make me move differently. I'm not gonna lie. It would make me move differently. If I knew you were capable of that. I've never cheated. And I can say that confidently. So if I cannot do it, why can't y'all do it?
So you think, and this is a real question, and I know this is probably, it's crazy that I even have to ask this, but do you honestly think that in this day and age, ballpark, what percentage of men do you think has never cheated?
It's got to be 30%.
So you're saying, so you're saying that 30% have cheated?
Have not cheated. I'm saying 70% have cheated and 30% probably have not.
So you're basically saying, I mean, to some degree, even though I know that you will look at 70% of the men that potentially come your way that have potentially cheated. So therefore, if I'm someone who knows that, would you want me to be, I mean, I don't know when you would ask that question. I don't know how that question would come up. I don't know how you would.
I've been asking that. I asked that.
You would ask that?
Yeah, I'm probably asking that on the first or second date, 100%. I've asked it before. I've been like, have you ever cheated before?
Okay, so then would you want said person, let's just say, if the dude knows what that potentially looks like and is playing the quote unquote game and he says no. And then we'll just say a couple months down the road, you guys are in conversation, deep conversation, and he says, oh yeah, babe, that one time, my ex-girlfriend in college, I cheated on her. I mean, a long time before you. He's like, oh yeah, remember I told you that? And you're like, no, I didn't remember. You didn't tell me that.
I'd literally be flipping the page to find where he said that, because I would literally remember that.
Would you stop? Would you?
No, I wouldn't. I think that's hard. Because everybody's definition of cheating is different, number one, right? I
what is
think
cheating
that
to you?
anything that is involving engaging with somebody else who's not your partner that could be considered romantic. Like, I dated a guy in college who was sending dick pics to a girl, and he was like, that's not cheating. If you're sending your whole fucking wiener to somebody else, that is cheating.
Yeah, that's definitely cheating.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so if you're entertaining any female outside of the relationship in any way that could be construed as sexual in any way, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so a comment under a picture isn't cheating.
I don't think that's cheating, but I don't like that. Like, I would bring that to your attention, be like, hey, that makes me uncomfortable. And then if I bring it to your attention and you still do it, that's not cheating. That's just you being disrespectful.
Facts.
Yeah. But social media is so hard, KP, because it's like, I mean, I don't know. I go back and forth with that whole theory of like, oh, I just double tapped it and moved on. I do truly believe that some men are really that brain dead that they literally just sit there and scroll and like shit and don't think twice about it, right? Like, I mean, everybody's human. I see attractive men, like, you know, on social media when I'm in relationships. If my partner was like, why did you like this picture of Odell Beckham Jr. with his shirt off? I'd be like, because we're besties. Like, what? Like, him and I are cool.
But it's Odell Beckham Jr. You're probably, I mean, I know you have, but it's, what are the chances of that? Like celebrities, I'm just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, again, if you got a bad chick, especially, I mean, if it's a female, she has a more than likely of a chance to get hit on by a celebrity than a dude will. I mean,
yeah.
Wait,
that's a good question. Can I interrupt you real quick? Because I had this discussion with one of my buddies yesterday, actually. So we were talking, and he brought up that Instagram baddies are the equivalent to a professional athlete. So if a man's been with a Instagram baddie, that's the equivalent to a woman being with a professional athlete. Do you agree with that?
If what?
Okay, so, you know, I was telling my friend, we got onto the topic of basketball. We're talking basketball, and he's like, remember when you dated so-and-so? I was like, yeah. He's like, I also had a similar experience when I dated that Instagram baddie. And I'm like, the dude on national television playing for a team that just won the NBA finals is not equal to an Instagram baddie. Not that I'm trying to compare, but that was the most outlandish thing I heard a man say. He was like, oh yeah, but I dated this Instagram baddie that had 1 million followers. And he showed me her, and I'm like, I've never seen that person in my life. But if you showed somebody a picture of Devin Booker, everybody's going to know Devin Booker. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he tried to basically say that a man dating an Instagram baddie is equal to a woman dating a NBA or NFL player. Do you agree with that?
No.
Yeah, that's wild.
I wholeheartedly disagree with that.
That's crazy. Like, that's crazy.
And the fact that your homie said Instagram baddie,
right?
This says it just tells me everything I need to know.
Right. But KP, like, now if you came to me, you call me, you're like, Joe, Zendaya just slid in my DMs. Now that I would be like, you got it. You got it at that point, right?
Yeah.
Like, that would be wild. But to say some girl that goes to Ibiza on a yacht who probably has how many bots following her on Instagram is the same, I'm like, that's crazy. Knock it off.
Yeah, that
was crazy.
That is absolutely stupid. That is stupid. But I mean, some dudes they get their rocks off of dating Instagram baddies or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that dudes that, I mean, of course, there are a lot of women on Instagram who look good, but the majority of those chicks don't look that good in person. The majority.
A lot of filters. Photoshop.
I mean, there's a dude on Instagram who basically calls out like influencers on their pictures and how like the bend or things like that. It's like crazy, and it's just like, I mean, I get it if you're being paid, but if you're just posting just for attention, like so I heard something the other day that I found very profound, and it said, I think a lot of women are dating for attention and not intention.
Ooh. Give that a hand clap. I would agree.
I think that a lot of women are dating for attention and not with intention, as they proclaim that they want the very man that is pursuing them. So I say that because of course, you know, in this day and age, a lot of women say they want this, they want that. And of course, there are men out there who say they want this and they want that. But there are a lot of women who say they want this, they want that kind of guy, and they had this kind of guy, that kind of guy, this experience, that experience. They're scarred. But then when they are presented with the kind of guy that they, to some degree, describe, it's like, I still got a thing for this thing over. I still got a thing for this kind of guy over here. This unknown, this guy over here is boring. This guy over here shows me too much attention. This guy over here talks too much. This guy over here, he communicates way too poignantly and it's too direct. This guy wants to spend time with me. But this guy, he talks bad to me. I know I don't deserve it. But I'm okay with it because either A, I'm super, super attracted to this guy. B, he's laying mad pipe. Or C, you're in early stages of Stockholm syndrome.
I think I would agree. And here's what I will say. I think that is the tell, right? If you're a poker player, the tell of a healed woman or not. Because I would argue that a healed woman understands that the sacrifice being made for a good man is not getting all of your boxes checked. And we've talked about this before. Looks are not everything, but they are a big thing, right? But I'm probably not going to marry the 10, but I can marry an 8. I can marry a 7, and that love can grow, right? Through finding commonalities, through finding, hobbies and interests that are the same, morals are the same. He's a family man, I'm a family girl. I want kids, he wants kids. Now these other things are playing a part, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think the woman that is like dissing and dismissing the good guy or the guy that she's looking for the guy that treats her like crap, I think that's a unhealed woman. That is a woman that is still dealing with her trauma and has not processed it. That's not tea or shade. That's to say, like, I was that person at one point. Like, I was willing to be with somebody that was good looking over anything else. I was like, but everything is so, in the bedroom, it's fire. The conversation is pretty decent, but he also left me on red 5 times a week and, would go ghost at night and stuff. And it's like, but he's so attractive and we look so good together. And, it's like, that was a version of me that was like exactly what you said. Like no good guy was going to get the time of day from me at one point. So but nowadays I've given good guys tries and it's been great relationships. Like, and they were attractive. They were not unattractive at all. Arguably, they were both very good looking men that I have been with in the last 4 years, and I think that speaks to the fact that it's like, you can find that. You can find a good looking person that also treats you well. But if you're not giving that time to those people, you'll never see them. It won't matter,
So my thing is, why do you think, and let's look at the chat real quick. We got Hoodie Skip with Kenzo Zombieland. So he knows about Kensington.
I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, look
That's
it up.
Cordell. Hi, Cordell.
What's good, Cordell? Damn, you gave us his government. See, Hoodie Skip. You need to. I'll make sure she's better. I'll make sure she's better because she shouldn't be giving you the government. We got Willie. What up, my guy? Willie, what's goody? Proud of you too.
I miss you.
Proud of you too and this podcast. Will, thank you for watching. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you. I tried to get her to be a permanent, but she's too busy.
Wait, remember what Megan said though? I'm the star of the show.
Megan probably somewhere sleep somewhere. She probably ain't even watching anymore.
That's facts, because she did go quiet about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, so she probably ain't even paying attention no more. And then she'll come back. Yes, I was.
Hi, Willie. I miss you.
What's good, Will? Good to see you, bro. All right, well, good to hear from you. It's been a minute. Man, holler at your boy. Anyway, so those are some things that you think about when, of course,
Oh, she got you. She said, "Excuse me, sir."
And she got her. So I sent her some sunglasses.
Oh, cute.
I know, because she was watching me on her flat screen. So I had to send her a little something.
Mm-hmm.
No, but Megan, I appreciate you watching. Still staying up. Jordan, let's see. So in regards to dating history and disqualifying you,
wait, time out. Before you move on to the next topic, what about you? What? Would your dating history disqualify you?
No. I do.
Bruh. Get that sound. I want that sound so I can play it. Bruh.
I do everything great.
Knock it off.
So
nothing in your dating history would disqualify you.
I would probably say that the cheating
could be a factor. Yes.
Yeah, that could be a factor. But I think the cheating was, I was at a point in my life, like before I moved to Arizona, I was in a point in my life where, you know, like we lived together and I was working around all women and, you know, being the only male working with all females.
Yeah.
It was just tough.
Aww.
It was just tough.
I was reading Megan's comment.
No, I know.
I think okay, so I would say, right, if a man admitted, and I have dated people that have cheated and they admitted it, and I said, what happened? Like, just tell me what happened, right? Now this could be a lie too, right? But I would have to make that choice. Like, and I would have to, you know, in the moment react. That's why I said maybe I would ask on like a second date or a third date, maybe not the first, because you're like getting the nerves out per se, excuse me. But I think like by date 2 or 3, you ask that question. You're like, hey, like, you know, have you ever cheated before? And if somebody's like, you know what, I have, and this is what happened. I was young. I was working in an environment surrounded by women and was thinking with the wrong head. Like I low key would be like, okay, like, thanks for admitting that. That's cool. Like, where are you at with that now? I haven't cheated since, or, you know, or whatever, you know, because I do think, and this is not condoning it in any way, but I do meet a lot of men and women that have admitted that they've cheated and they were very drunk, and not that that's okay, but like after they did it once and admitted it to their partner and everything went down in flames, they were like, I can never do that again, you know, and then they were cool on it. But then there's also people that are like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, at that time in my life, and I've talked about this on
I remember
on a previous podcast. At that time in my life, I was wilding. I mean, I was wilding. I mean, I was wilding, and you know, it's a mistake that, you know, I regret still to this day, and I've never cheated since. And I think, you know, like one of the things that she said to me as she was screaming from the top of her lungs that has never, ever, ever left my train of thought. Like, clearly I'm still thinking about it to this, or I can still verbatim tell you what she said. She said, I hope you rot in your self-pity.
Oh.
Yeah. To this
I'm going to write that down. Hang on. No, I'm just kidding. Bars.
That's always stuck with me. Because, you know, she was someone that I hurt, and
yeah.
So, I mean, I regret it, and it scarred me for life. So I've never cheated since, and I plan on cheating again. And that's why I'm very honest with females. And you know, sometimes females don't really take to that, but you know, I can only be me. That same old KP. I can only be me. That same old J. What is it? Genuine. That same. Old
Wait. You know, I screenshot a couple things that I thought would be really funny. Remember, I was telling you that we need to talk about pickup lines, because I got to know what kind of pickup line you be using, KP. I was thinking about that the other day.
I don't. I think pickup lines are cheesy. I'll be honest with you. I do, but I don't approach women very often. Now,
Okay, why do you think that is? Because I think there's an epidemic right now of men not approaching women.
it's just never been my cup of tea. So, like, for instance, if I see you from across the way and, you know, we give each other a look a couple times, a smile, yes. Would I find you if you're going to the bar, and would I act like I'm going to get a drink and, you know, make conversation that way? Yes. But am I going to, let's say, for instance, which I know you've had this happen to you. You're walking in a bar, you're walking in a lounge, and somebody grabs your arm, or somebody taps you, or just cold walks up to you and starts trying to holler at you. That's not my game.
Yeah.
That boy Ocho, Joe, date a rich cheater or a minimum wage, 100% faithful guy? Same question for KP, but a woman, of course. Yeah, because I don't go that way, bruh.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Wait, who's that boy Ocho? You know him?
No.
Oh, I don't either. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you, Ocho. Appreciate you.
Thank you for the question. We've talked about this before, though, and nobody ever believes my answer, which makes me mad because I'm the wrong person to ask this question to, because I always end up dating the minimum wage, 100% faithful guy. I always end up dating the guy that doesn't make as much money. I've never dated for money, ever. I've never dated for money. I know plenty of women that have. I can't get hip to that. Like, I just can't. I've never had my rent paid. I've never been flown out. Well, I've been flown out, but like, I was in a relationship, so that's different. But like, on a we just matched, been flown out, like never. Like, I don't, that's not the way I roll. I think for me it's like money doesn't impress me at all. My parents have been married like 40 years, and like my mom always says, like, one of you is going to lose your job, one of you is going to get sick and can't work. Like, you know, at the end of the day, you both have to make your bread. Like, at the end of the day, like, that's just what it is. So I'm a bad person to ask. But then, you know, KP chimes in and he's like, oh, it doesn't matter if women make more than me.
It doesn't. I
I
love
don't
it.
believe you.
I love it when a woman makes more than me. Are you kidding me?
I don't believe men when they say that.
I absolutely love it. To me, I personally find it sexy that a woman is driven, that a woman is driven enough to hit those particular goals. As I said, in the last year, I was talking to 2 multimillionaires, legit multimillionaires. One drives a G-Wagon, the other one drives a really, really, really nice Range Rover. Multimillionaires.
But but if you got into a relationship with them, you don't think that would eventually come up in a conversation?
No. Because I'm not that type of dude. Because anytime that we ever did anything with myself and those women, they never took out their card once. And they offered. They never had to take out their card once. They offered. One of them took me out on a date. And I paid. She asked me. She came and picked me up.
So then maybe we're both bad people to ask this question too.
Yeah. I mean,
because I do feel like if, and this is my own personal opinion, unfiltered logic.
Of course.
Like,
of course.
I feel like the majority of men would pick the woman who makes less money than them.
No, not me. Not me.
That's
Why?
so interesting.
Why? It's probably because, you know, this may sound crazy, but it's unfiltered logic. So because I'm a spoiler. So if I'm a spoiler, if my girl got money, I love being spoiled. Me being a Leo, I love being spoiled. So I know she's gonna do right by me if I do right by her.
Right.
So
but
that's
are you picking her? But are you picking the rich cheater over the minimum wage? Or you'd still pick the minimum wage faithful girl?
Yeah, I'm still picking the minimum wage because I need that piece.
Exactly. That's too much drama. That's too much drama.
Yeah, so to answer your question, that boy Ocho, I'm taking the minimum wage female because I'm taking the 6 or 7 all day over the 9 or 10.
Yeah, 100%.
A
faithful 7 or a cheating 10. No, I'm not going.
That's a no bueno. That's a no bueno.
Yeah.
That's what they call a no bueno.
Yeah.
What was your so I don't have any pickup lines, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Yeah, I don't have any. I make eye contact. If there's eye contact, I go up to a female. And so if you want to say like me saying like like if it's at a certain bar, let's say for instance, if it's at the Hot Chick I could go up to her and say, hey, you need help getting a drink because I know the bartenders. If you want to call that a line, sure, but lines not.
That's more conversational.
Right.
Yeah, that's just starting up a conversation.
Or I would say something because you know how much I love like fashion and style and stuff like that. I would start with a compliment, which typically works 9 times out of 10.
Like on their fit or something.
Yeah, but I would do something that is subtle where it looked like I was really looking at her to pay attention. So I would say something like her bangle, like her bracelet, or something like that. I noticed her bracelet, so and so, blah blah. Oh my God, you noticed my bracelet? Oh my God, I love that. My sister had one just like that. And when I saw it, I thought about her, and I just had to come and talk to you.
I'm done.
And he's close with his sister. Oh my God.
Okay, see, but that is a pickup line then.
No,
because you be strategic.
No, I mean, I probably would go that route.
You be plotting. Okay, what do you think about this one? Are you a bank loan because you have my interest?
No.
You're not going?
No. What? I mean, okay, let's get serious here. Would you, if a dude came up to you and said that, would you, like, what would you, because most dudes who are
I would be like this. This would be my face.
Okay. Let's hear another one.
You don't take pictures. You pause time. And that's different.
See, I think that's too long. You know what I mean? See, I think, in my opinion, I think you have, of course, I'm in sales. So I think you really have 30 to 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's the elevator pitch.
Yeah, you got 30 to 60 seconds to hold that girl's ear to whether she's going to continue to listen or she's going to be like, this guy's a weirdo. And I mean, it's happened to me before. I'm not going to lie to you. I've gone up to girls before, in the past and said hi, like made conversation and it wasn't sometimes it wasn't good. It happens to the best of us, but in the words of whomever that philosopher is, shooters keep shooting.
I think that was Kobe Bryant.
Your jump shot isn't perfected on 1 or 2 shots. You go to the gym
Right.
every single day and you put up shots. So,
Right.
you know, there's sometimes in the words in sales, you're going to get 100 no's before you get that one yes.
Yes,
So
exactly. That's why
you
I
got any
think
others?
KP, that's why I truly believe that men that send dick pics send dick pics. I think men send dick pics and get 100 no's, but because they got one yes, they think it's okay to keep doing it. That's my theory. Is I always think a man wouldn't continue to do it if a woman didn't encourage it at some point. All it takes is one woman being like, "Oh my God, for me? Crazy. Thanks for waking me up with that picture." And now he's like, every woman wants it.
For one, I've never, ever sent a DP. I've been asked. I'm pretty conservative, like when it comes to those type of things. Why? Because just like, well, I mean, I could say this is a double standard. I'm okay with that. Just like a female can say, well, I don't want a female showing
Other people.
Yeah. I can't do it. I
Yeah.
would never. If it's my wife, okay, that's different. If it's
Right.
my long-term girlfriend, I mean, we got to be
Locked in. Yeah.
locked in for me to be doing that for sure. Otherwise,
Yeah, I mean,
no,
you just don't know. And that's the thing is like, you just don't know. I always think men are so, I say brave, but that's not really the word I mean. But like, if you are choosing to send that to a woman that you might not know well, right? Like you all just started talking and you shoot her the DP, like you don't know that she's not going to turn around and blast that all over socials.
Facts.
You know, which now actually in some states, it actually is a crime. Like if that happens. So, I mean, I don't know that that's worth it to put somebody on blast like that, but it's just risky. You don't know that that girl isn't out at brunch with 10 of her friends and is like, look at Windex Man, because we have nicknames for everybody. Look at Windex Man shooting over the DP.
I wonder if I have a nickname for somebody.
Oh, you do. You do, 100%.
I wonder if my nickname is like a Quick Pump Keenan or something like that.
No. No, it's usually truthfully, at least the way I give nicknames is it's truthfully usually by like how I met them. So like I'll be like Arizona guy.
Okay.
Hot chick guy. Remember hot chick guy? Like that's how I'd be talking to the girls. Yeah. You remember what guy? Hot chick guy. Oh, you know, that's how I usually name them. And that's how I'd be doing it for my friends. So if my friend meets a guy out and we were at Hudson's, I'm like, how's old boy from Hudson's? And now he's Hudson's. Like, and that's how I, like, in my head. But there's also scenarios where, you know, I also had a guy once named Minute Nick. So damn. You can do with that information what you want.
Damn, Minute Nick. I ain't never, hopefully, that ain't never been my nickname. Hopefully. Sheesh. Minute Nick. That's crazy. That's wild. Quick question. If your ex described you, would we still like you?
100%. Wait, hang on. Which ex? The most recent one? 100%. Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
Now, I recently ran into, not recently, maybe about a year ago, I ran into my ex-boyfriend that I dated right out of college. And we were talking, just catching up. He's got a kid now. He's like seeing a girl or whatever. But we were at the same bar when I went home to Columbus. And I was like, oh, so good to see you. Blah, blah. I was like, would you say we had a good relationship? Like, was I a good girlfriend? And he was like, hell no. I was like, oh, damn.
He said, hell no.
Yes.
Damn it, man. Damn it, man.
I mean, he was not a good partner either. So we joked because I was like, okay, you weren't shit either. And he's like, no, you're right. But it was just funny because I was like, I was the best girlfriend. And he was like, no, you were actually hell. And I was like, that's fair. So I think it depends on the person you ask.
Yeah, I don't think any, and I don't have a lot of exes, if I'm gonna be quite frank.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You don't count. You've got like 2.
Yeah, I don't really date for real. Like, I mean,
okay, let's phrase it this way for you. If I went through your phone right now, of the last 5 females you've texted, would they all say good things about you? Would we still like you after that?
1,000%.
Ah, good.
I don't have any bad credit out there.
Yeah.
I just don't. I've never called a female out to her name, to her face.
Bruh. That's when I want to hit that button. Bruh. Download that button next time for me.
I've never dogged a female out here. I would say the only like harsh criticism that someone can say is that, they would say that I don't look like want a girlfriend.
Yeah. Like he doesn't want to settle down.
Yeah. That I would rather probably just smash.
Yeah.
But I think, Jordan, if some women or some men in this case, if you really sit down and think about it, if you think that way about a person, or if a person portrays that to some degree, you would think that maybe it's just not me. Because Julie could come by tomorrow and make Jimmy a whole new man.
Yeah.
So, me personally, I don't try to, portray a playboy because I'm not a playboy. I'm single. I'm single AF. I'm single to where I can talk about my business on a podcast single. So I know that doing this podcast, it is going to open me up for criticism, for reflection, for inflection, for females that I've talked to in the past, for females that I will talk to in the future. And guess what? I love it. I love communications. So let's talk about it. Let's have open communication because we're adults, right?
Yeah.
If I were to get a girlfriend and it became serious, would I continue to talk about certain things? Yes, to some degree, but I would, of course, be respectful, right? So with that being said, I think my exes or the girls that I've dealt with, or the last 5 women that I've dealt with, they would for sure have nothing but good things to say, because more than likely they probably stopped talking to me because they're like, he just probably trying to fuck. He's not trying to get serious. So it's not like anything I did wrong.
Right. It's
you know
just
what I mean?
you all are not going to be on the same page at the end of the day.
Yeah. So, yeah. And that's okay. And that's okay. Okay. Because again, when you're honest with someone and they're like, okay, then once it really is that,
Right.
they're really like, I can't, it's like, I was like, but just a month ago, you were with
It was sweet. Yeah.
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 So that's why, like, and that's what, and I'll be honest with you, because this is unfiltered logic, and that's what happens, a lot of the times. And I don't know if, maybe you can tell me from a lady's POV, do they think that the mind is going to get changed? Do they think that by spending time that things could change? Which it could.
Yeah.
It very well could, but I think that really just kind of, I am someone who I will not be rushed to jump into a relationship or to I'm cool with saying, I'm cool with locking in. It's you and I. I'm cool. Yeah, let's do that. I'm with that. But it's hard for me nowadays because, again, I think a lot of women are flaky. I think they don't reciprocate. And that for me is the ultimate ick, because I know a lot of women out here, they make fun of men who say they want to be, they have value, or they're the prize or whatever. I know a lot of women say, oh, that gives me the ick. I think that there's nothing wrong with a man who wants a woman to show just as much interest in him as he shows in her.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And that's what I've come to find, like I'll take this out. Here's a for example. At some point, there's this female, right? I've been eyeballing her for a minute. Totally my jam, right? Totally my jam. Looks wise, my jam.
I can see her in my head already.
You said what?
No, I said I can see her in my head already because you have a very particular type.
She is totally my jam. Totally my jam. Dressed nice, got swag. She even smokes. But she has a really, really, really bad toxic relationship prior history. I mean, she's scarred, right? And so I threw it out there, hey, I would love to get to know you better and see what happens. Not to rush in anything, just to see what happens, right? I need to work on myself. I'm not trying to jump into anything, but yet this person was just like dating someone like within like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So like,
oh my gosh.
So like, it's kind of like in my mind, I'm a man. So in my mind, I'm thinking, damn it. I don't think she's really interested.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that kind of hurts, because the dinner, the quote unquote, like, we were hanging out. I'll just say we were hanging out. It wasn't a date.
Okay.
We were hanging out, and it was the first time hanging out, and it was great, right?
Yeah.
It was great. And I mean, and it was some toxic stuff, like, I mean, bad, like some Jordan stories. Like crazy.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, you got this good man in front of you,
right,
who is not saying I'm just trying to spend more time.
Yeah.
That's it. Whatever happens, happens.
Right.
And And so after I told her whatever that I had a crush on her, I wasn't gonna like jock her. I wasn't gonna keep texting her. I was gonna let the chips fall where they may, right?
Right.
And so I mean, I talked to her the next day, but I haven't texted her since, and she hasn't texted me. So that's why, like, women walk past Clark Kent every single day.
Wait, who's Clark Kent? I'm dead. Who? You? Come on now.
Women walk past Clark Kent every day for Superman, and Superman plays them. Clark Kent is where it's at.
Yeah.
Clark Kent is where it's at. Superman leaves in the middle of the night. He's got to fight crime. He's got to do this. He's got to do that. I'm Clark Kent. So then I gotta see on Instagram in probably like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm never talking to men again.
Oh, no.
Like, and then am I to myself, I'm like, I love seeing a girl like talk about how she just got played on the internet after I tried to holler at her and she didn't give me a chance. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah,
like,
that's probably super fulfilling.
Like, Bird, you should have chose me.
Yeah.
Now you got a different dude. Like, and that's one thing, to be honest with you, Jordan, that, you know, like, as I get older and as people say, oh man, you don't got no girlfriend, you just trying to do this. Like, I mean, of course I think about that shit, but the hard truth of it all is, and this is a hard lesson that I think men more so have to learn more than women, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, you can agree or disagree, but I think that men have to learn more than women that you have to like who like you.
Ooh. Okay.
I think we have to learn that hard lesson more so than women do.
That's a hot take. I feel like I've dated men before that have said that. Like, they'll be like, what's your type? And I'll be like, I like somebody who's athletic. I like somebody who, has good style. And, and I'll kind of go through my list and then I'll ask them and I'll say, what's your type? And I've had quite a few men respond exactly that way. They have said, I like who likes me. And I've been like, that's so interesting. Like, I've gotten that response more as I've gotten older, actually, like where I've had men say, I like whoever likes me. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. But I've never also had somebody say it the way you just said it. Because again, to your point, that also goes back to the reciprocation, right? Like, if a man knows that this girl likes him, then he knows that he's going to get the same energy back that he's going to give her. I think that makes sense.
I mean, but when you're getting to know someone, how do you originally know if, like, of course, originally it's just, I would say, it's just attraction, right? So
yeah.
if you say, hey, like, I want to get to know you better, and you are putting yourself out there to like you, you would think that person, if they wanted to put themselves out there to potentially get to like you, that they would put in that effort to want to spend more, to give you that opportunity to spend more time with them. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
So that's a hard lesson that I've had to learn,
right.
As an adult. And that's why, like, sometimes I'm just like, sometimes I'm just like, hey, I'll just like her for the night. And
oh my God.
and then she can like me for the night, and we can just like each other for the night, and that's it. You know what I mean? Because it's tough.
Yeah.
I truly do think that men have it harder when it comes to that, because I think we have to do and jump through so many potential hoops for a female to like us or to want to spend more time with us or to give
100%.
us their time than a female has to.
100%. I would agree with that 100%. I think that you have to separate yourself from the pack. Like, and, you know, I think what's crazy is that, like, that's really hard to do when so many men are playing the same game, right? Like, when so many men are playing the exact same game, in order to stick out, you almost are like, I have to do something crazy. Like, I remember this came up on my Snapchat memory, actually, like 2 years ago today. Right before I moved to Georgia, there was a dude who was like trying to holler at me, and I was not giving him the type of time, you know, I just wasn't on that time. But like, I was moving across country, things were happening. And this man sent me flowers to my job, beautiful bouquet. I mean, it had to have been at least, like, I would argue $100, like huge, all different flowers sprouting from it. And then he got me a Funko Pop, which, you know, I'd be nerding out on the Funko Pops. Like, and to this day, like 2 years later, I think about this person every once in a while of how he went. Like, he just had to have thought, I got to get this chick's attention. Like, what do I got to do? And he just went balls to the wall. Like, not that like flowers are not, you know, women should not be dropping their panties for a bouquet of flowers. But what I'm saying is, it's like, we weren't even talking like that. Like, I mean, we were literally just like texting and messaging, and then he went through all of that. So I think, to your point, like, yeah, you guys have to do a lot of work to get a female's attention. Because guess what I did after that? I texted him. He came and took me out on a date. Like, it worked. Like,
that's the hard part. How does one even get in it's hard to even get in the door to even do that gesture.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just like, it's tough out here. In the words of the great philosopher Terrence Howard.
Not the great philosopher.
It's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard out here for a pimp. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. Jordan, you got anything going on? You got any trips planned? Any, you know?
Listen, shout out to myself. You know what I mean? I'm on some Kanye shit. I'd like to thank me. Isn't that what's Kanye? I don't remember. I just started my new job this week. I've been training for the last 2 weeks. I started on Monday, so we're 3 days in, and I'm loving it. It's such a challenge. It's going to be a very difficult job, but it also was huge career growth for me, so I'm so excited. So I'll keep you updated on that, but we're only a week in, so.
Nice. Well, congratulations on the new job. Good job. Leo, get down, dude. Wants to congratulate you too.
Thanks, Leo.
Leo, get down. Who?
We have so many people to shout out today.
What up, Alex? What up, my guy? So you good luck, or not good luck, but good congrats on starting the new job. I know you will do big things.
Thank you.
And visit Arizona here soon, maybe after the summer.
I know I need to.
Million degrees, and I still have to come to ATL. That's definitely
You'd like it
on my bucket list for sure. The women there will probably eat me alive.
No, 100%. You'd be fresh meat.
Need to come.
You'd be fresh meat.
Real quick. Of course, I know the black women are gonna eat me alive there, which
100%.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready. Light skin, dark skin, thick, skinny, big booty, fake titties, little titties,
A lot of
whatever.
that out here.
I'm ready. Do the white chicks out there like black dudes like that out there? Like, for instance, like, I won't even say here, but like in some places, because I know it's the South.
No.
Like, no.
A lot of the white women be with the really nerdy black men. Like the black men that don't really be looking black. You know what I mean? Like the way they style themselves, they look like they like code switching.
Like a Jalen or something?
No, more just like a Chris.
Oh, Chris. A Chris. Okay.
Yeah, like they be black, but they look like they're named Thomas. Like
Okay.
that's why it's hard for me out here. Because a lot of these black men don't look at white women, because a lot of these black men that have a little swag to them are like, she's not going to go for me.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to come down there for sure. I need to see.
Yeah.
I need to see what that's about.
Come check us out.
So I want to shout out some people in the chat. Alex, appreciate you for joining. That boy Ocho, appreciate you. Megan Duck, thank you. Willie, appreciate you. Hoodie
Willie,
Skip, appreciate you. Willie, appreciate you, my guy. Hoodie Skip, thank you for joining. Like, subscribe. Anyone else that was watching, anyone else that will watch, thank you so much. I appreciate you for continuing to join me on my new podcast journey. I'm trying to grow every single week. I'm trying to put clips out. I'm trying to get more on Spotify and things of that nature. So the more that you tell a friend to tell a friend, and the more that you like and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. I will try to continue to bring you the content that you want to see, that you want to hear, try to drive the engagement as much as I can. Jordan, thank you so much. Again, you guys will see her again, hopefully in a couple weeks. I don't want to ask her too much all the time, because I gotta stretch out my time like every 2 to 3 weeks. I gotta ask her. So I definitely want to have you and one of my homies, Jay, on for sure. I think that would be really good podcasting. I think that would be super, super fun. But again, thank you guys for joining me tonight. Next week, I plan on being here again. Some weeks, if I'm not feeling the content, I may take a week off. But typically, I think next week I'm going to have a confession.
Oh.
I think next week I am going to have a confession. So if you're around next Wednesday at 6 p.m.
I'm intrigued.
Eastern, or 6 p.m. Western PST, please join me next Wednesday. Jordan, thank you so much. Love you. Appreciate you.
Love you.
And until next Wednesday, guys. Bye. Unfiltered Logic with KP. YouTube, like, subscribe. Thank you, guys.